Hello everybody, Gareth here, and in this video I'm going to show you guys what is new in Windows 10 Creators Update. Okay, first of all, what is new? Get Office has been updated slightly, if it even opens, because I've had problems with Get Office beforehand in these builds. There we go. Loading recommendations. Okay, this is split into home, my account. I might talk about this before actually, but I don't know. But I might have talked about it before, but I don't know. Okay. Anyway, I'm just going through the app. I like something. Just takes me back to help and training. About trust center settings. Just looking up Edge, which we'll be going back to later. I'm going to close all tabs though for now because we need Edge. So we're done now with Get. Now we're going to look at mixed reality. We'll talk about it while because the app won't actually do anything in this build because it's bugged up, but still. With mixed reality, basically it's in technology as Microsoft HoloLens, but much cheaper devices from various OEMs like Acer, HP, Dell, Toshiba, etc. And basically it emulates HoloLens, and that's how I got the Holograms app. Is it's the same thing basically. First, some new improvements to Cortana, which we'll look at in a minute. Windows Defender Security Center is also new here. Okay, this is how it looks. We've got Home, which is this page. We've got a settings icon here. You've got various options like About, which sets it to Home again, or Community, which will open up Edge, which we'll talk about in a bit. Privacy Statement, which is Edge. Privacy Settings, which takes you to the System Settings app. And Feedback, which will just open up the Feedback app, which I'm not signed into at the moment. So I'll sign in a minute while I talk about it. And this is Windows Defender. Okay, you can run a scan if you like. This is my health report. This is my file and network protection settings. And this is my app and my browser control settings as well. And this is my family options, which anyways, I'm not diving too much into each app. This is Holograms with mixed reality, but because I don't have a headset, it will not do anything. Okay, if you want to know how I got my start menu looking like that, it's because I've used a setting which I will talk about in a minute when I open up the settings app. But we're also going to talk about the new Photos experience. Okay, first of all, the headers have been changed. Now we enhance things up now. More desktop app-esque rather than mobile app-esque. There's also a drawing option. I might have just crashed the app. I'm not entirely sure. Well, why am I not getting my enhance? Well, oh no. I meant to edit, not enhance, sorry. Edit I meant to do. I can adjust clarity, I can go to colour, and I can improve the tint and the warmth. If I want, I can change clarity and vignette. I can do red eye removal, but there isn't any red eye here, so it's not going to work. And I can do spot fix as well, which is a little spot fix tool photo, which I'm not sure if it's going to work. But we've got light on options here as well that we can play around with, which I somehow removed the life bit in the image. Okay, that's pretty interesting what I'm doing, but BT doesn't you? I've got the enhancements here as well, so I can easily enhance my photo by selecting a filter. Everyone seems to be talking about filters nowadays. All photos app seems to. I can rotate, I can flip, I can reset, and I've got that option, or I can just go back and I'm going to leave my edits because I don't need to edit them anymore. I'm now going into right there's store. It was there a minute ago. Right, it's disappeared now. Okay, that's awkward. As soon as I'm about to say a new feature off on camera, it disappears. There we go. I can draw here. Okay, this might act in my wallpaper beta doing this since I left the video. Yeah, that's why you can now do ink drawing directly on the photos. I'm not sure if this was brought to the anniversary update as well, and that further update has, or if it's new to the creators update. So some stuff I'm talking about might not be new in this update actually, okay? But still, it's fun to play around with these new components. You can use your saver copy, but again, we're not going to. And I think that is mostly the Photos app talked about. Oh yeah, there was a new Sarah thing which I'm going to showcase Sarah and BTW in a sec. I'm going to open up Film and TV, which has also received an update in its build. But again, I'm not signed in, so I don't have any films or TV to watch. I'm going to try and explore something and watch a preview to show off another new feature, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get copyright striked. I could, in theory, get a copyright strike, but we're going to try watching Moana. No, it's not doing what I wanted to do. It's just I'm probably going to get a copyright strike playing this. Don't know what I'm doing here. That's something playing around with how it looks. There we go, that's my little compact overlay look.
Who will journey to find the demigod Maui.
Models become pre-installed anymore if I deleted them all. So we're going to open them up. Because in the past, in your user folder there was a few from 3D Builder before you would even use 3D Builder. I am not sure, however, if they're there now. No 3D objects folder, looks like they're not there then. Okay. I'll just type it in. See, 3D Builder is a trusted Windows Store app. You'd never know. I'm going to open this template here. I'm going to select the Got It button. I am now going to save it. Well, I didn't see that folder a minute ago. You saw that, right? You saw what I'm doing, right? You didn't see 3D object come up a minute ago now, did you? Unless it did and I'm blind. Well, we're going to open up another 3D object anyway to interact with, which is this 3D print thing from an SDK sample we're going to play around with. The lag is because I'm on a virtual machine recording this. Don't know why, but I'm not even showing off the YouTube because, you know, it's already set up. But, you know, still, I don't know why I'm doing it on the virtual machine. So I can't show off camera. I can't really say too much off on the gaming side of things, however we will talk about that in a minute. Get Started has been renamed to Get Help, by the way. Which, again, I don't do anything because I'm not signed in. There you go. Looks the same, I believe. I've not actually used that before because I'm good with technology, so I'm not. There we go. Paint 3D is now included. Sorry if I'm talking a bit out of time here. Paint 3D tips and tricks. I would believe I just open up the tips app. I might be wrong. Yeah, it does just open up tips app in a new section called 3D in Windows 10, which I didn't even think was in this app. Oh, there's some more here. Mixed reality. Okay, that's pretty interesting. And right now it's a developer program. So it looks as if, although the Quest update has rolled out something today, then it's still for developers. We're going to minimise the Edge program down now, because and we're going to talk about it in a minute. I can open up a 3D project already, which just brings me to the new creation anyway. So thanks for that. As you can see, I'm not that much of an artist, so I'm not going to act like I am one. I'm just going to do some random doodling. Or causing crop we're doing. I'm not sure how that works. Whether it's only to make it smaller or if it can be like the old paint, make it bigger. No, you can only make it smaller. I am not sure on this app then if you can make the canvas bigger, because I've never actually found the option to make it bigger, but I hope the option is there and it's going to be there soon if it's not already. Okay, I'm probably going to talk about game beam streaming in a minute. This game doesn't allow recording. No, because it ain't a real game, is it? Okay. Right. I'm going to fill in that bit there. I'm going to add a sphere. There we go. I'm now going to add a onto it as well. So there we go, we'll give you hints from time to time about how to do things in Paint. As well, which is also my guess, I'm going to type Paint 3D in this box. Notice the default font is Sega UI. I'm going to move it here. I'm going to rotate it here slightly. Okay. I might put some Remix, I might not, however, because it doesn't look that good, so I might not put it into Remix 3D, but however, I'm still going to talk about Remix in a second. Okay, this is Remix 3D, but I'm not signed in. Allow us to introduce ourselves. Okay, I'm just going to skip, and I'm going to sign in. Yeah, you can see my email address here. You can see my email here, but I don't mind using my email address, provided you do not send me emails. It's going to do something. Yeah, you can see my gamer tag as well, look. That's fun. You guys now know my bloody gamer tag. Great. I don't want you to see my gamer tag. I don't even use an Xbox one anyway, so I'm not sure I've got a gamer tag on here, but oh well, I guess. Oh well. There we go. Here, this is Remix. Look, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to set an alien, because I'm going to probably place an alien in my project like so. It's loading the alien into my project. There we go, done. I'm now going to go back into Remix again, and I am going to upload my creation now onto Remix. You do not need to upload, by the way. That's just what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just upload my creation, and I will talk more about Remix in a second, alright? As soon as I bring Edge back up again. And there's a lot of features in Edge, which we'll talk about in a second, but now we're going to talk about Paint 3D as well. Demo, board, this is probably going to be crap, by the way. I don't know what I just did there, but I think I've locked it all up completely now. But I think I've frozen it. As soon as the game DVR popped up, I thought I've locked up the machine. Lol. Upload. There we go. So now I'm going to upload my model, because I've got super fast connectivity anyway on this virtual machine. It should upload in no problem at all. It's now on Remix 3D as well. Anyway, there's some more things in Paint 3D as well, which I'm going to show you now quick. I'm going to go into my history mode to show you exactly what I've done. There we go. I'm not going to save this because it's already on Remix, so, you know. But I am going to set up a new share seat here, okay? When a new share seat loads. Look, this has actually got a new share seat here. We'll select gaps in store, but I don't yet have books in my store because I need to change my region values to United States, which I don't have, which I am not from the United States. So my device is not set as United States, it's set as United Kingdom. So yeah. There we go. And look, the L Paint does have a button to open Paint 3D as well, as you can see here. Don't know what I have to look at next. There's some stuff I want to show off, but I can't. Because it's not finished up. Like the Skype messaging relay does work in Creators Update. I know it does, I've been testing it. But I can't show it off because it's not been configured to this virtual machine yet. And I don't plan to configure it anyway. This is Windows Settings app, so there's a few new things here. First of all, Nightlight is here, and Nightlight's got a grayed out switch. Somehow I can't use Nightlight, however. Nightlight's grayed out, probably come on the remote access that's telling me there. Storage, there's a new storage sensor in here, where you can change how you fill space, and I can click clean now, but last time I did it just took me to the desktop. It does took me to disk cleanup, and this is the redone storage storage area. I think mobile has it as well, so it's not just PC. Shared experience is down here, and I can do this as well, which again I'm not going to set off because I've not actually got it. I've not got this thing connected to my phone or other devices, so it's not logging into my MSA. Anyways, there's some new stuff here as well. Earlier it was fully populated, but now it's not. This is printers and scanners, which I thought there was some new stuff here about cloud printing. So I'm confused. Maybe first I'll add a printer or scanner, it's going to come up. Bluetooth or other device. There we go. This is the new UX. Make sure your device is turned on or discoverable. Blah blah blah. It's VM again. Bluetooth and white. Need a wireless display. But everything else. Okay, that's how it works basically. And if I'm going too fast, then you can pause the video app and you can talk about it. Then you can look at it yourself later. Okay. This is data usage. Alright, I've used up 14 gigs of bandwidth on this virtual machine, which is fair enough. Okay, this is background settings, right? Yeah, as you can see, custom colour pickers are everywhere now. I'm going to go to colour as well. I don't want to apply a new theme, but I'm going to ascend colour here and here. I'm going to turn it off on here. And like before, you've got light and dark mode. However, you've got a new setting for custom colour, which seems to have just opened up Cortana. Which my mic is not configured.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
It might be a mic problem.
Lock my PC. So she can't seem to actually lock the PC. Or maybe she can. Okay, that's awkward. Anyway, I just showed you can unlock your computer, so that's something. Themes, yep, there's now a new themes page in the store. I'm gonna call this 3D. I hit save, and it should save my theme. And this is because I've now got a new theme. I'm now going to go to the next desktop background. There we go, look. I'm now going to go back to my theme. However, because I like my theme I was using, it's a really nice picture. Taskbar, I'm going to talk about. You can add various things with your taskbar, and all the taskbars tend to be moved here, but I'm not sure if they've just been moved here or if they were there before. But you can turn on the app list, which is how it would normally look, and you can turn it off, which is how I've been having it, because I prefer it like this. I can so recently added apps, which when I bring up the all apps menu, means it won't show it. I can do that, and I can do that, so most use apps, which seem to be disabled in this update by default. They seem to disable that option, and I'm not sure why, but I think it's useful. Usage folders appear on starts and normal stuff. We're not going to talk about that. Apps. You now can actually prevent apps from outside of a Windows store from actually doing anything. I'm going to select that switch. I'm going to quickly find a desktop downloader. Right, small Discord download. By the way, I don't use Discord that much anymore, guys. Okay, you can still join my server. I've been on it some of the time, but I am personally rarely on it because I'm too busy. But hey, we're going to run Discord setup, and it should, in theory, block it for not being a store app. Yeah, there we go. Your PC settings only let in verified apps from the store, and no, I'm not running just in cloud, I'm actually running Pro, like the normal Pro. I'll just turn this in. You know, but I can set it to warm instead. And I can open settings from it, which I'm not going to show because it will just take me to where I am currently in settings. However, I am going to run it. Okay. Now, and I'm going to get an option to install Discord anyway, but again I'm just going to close because again I don't really want Discord on this virtual machine right now. I'm now going to change it back to allow from anywhere, which I know is less secured, but at the end of the day this is a virtual machine anyways. I've got all the security measures on here. Anyway, default apps, offline maps, and apps for websites is here as well. Okay. So then Microsoft seem to have two apps linked up to this API, so that's good. Now we're going to talk about accounts for a bit. Okay, I'm not sure if there is anything new here, apart from that sidebar you can probably see. Time and language. Now we need to go here to turn on, to change this setting. United States. Okay, speech. Nothing new. We'll talk about gaming in a minute. There's something new down here, which is that you can download and install Braille. And I know there are also some Windows subsystem for Linux stuff here, but I don't use that. Is there any new privacy stuff? I think App Diagnostics is new. There we go, you got this Know Your Privacy options thing on the side, which I know what that does anyway, and I'm not going to solve it yet. Windows updates been changed around somewhat. Here, look. Windows Defender's now got new app running, and you can now troubleshoot through the Settings app, which is interesting. Let's open up the desktop troubleshooter, and also you have activation and Windows Insider program. Look. Okay, I'm in the fast thing, and I'm actually not on the Create Update. I'm on the Build Hive on the Create Update right now on this virtual machine. But still, I was waiting to do handle until the RTM anyways. Okay. I can't do game DVR, and I'm not about broadcasting either. No, I can't self-beam broadcasting. But there we go. This is the gaming settings, and game mode is here to improve gameplay. Now, we don't have any games on this virtual machine apart from Solitaire Collection anyways. So I'm going to find Solitaire Collection, unless I've forgotten to pin it. Which if I did, silly me, forgetting to pin Solitaire and Money as well as my start menu. And that might be down here. Money is, but Solitaire's not, so you need to quickly go ahead and repin Solitaire. Scroll down to find Solitaire Collection, right click. Oh, so we've just opened it, but I can show you in a second. But just before Solitaire opens, I'm going to show you guys making a start menu folder. Okay, just like on Windows Phone, you can now make start menu folders as well. I might be able to talk much about gaming, but oh well, we don't need to anyway. There's nothing much new in the Xbox app anyway to talk about, apart from clubs and looking for groups, but I don't really use that functionality anyway. Now anyway, when I bring up Solitaire, I'm going to show you the game bar. We're in and G to open up the game bar. I've got broadcasting here. It seems to have just messed up my virtual machine. And I did see a message about it not going to allow me to use Beam, so I'm not sure if it's going to allow me to use Beam or not in this virtual machine. I don't think it would. Whoops. Back to my desktop, not what I wanted, but still, I don't think that's going to work, but you can broadcast a Beam in this. Okay, I'm not going to talk about the mail app improvement, because anyways, I just don't really need to. Anyways, you can now get books in the Windows Store, which I don't have any. I'm going to select Celebrate Spring. I'm going to click Barbecue. What is it? I've got $10.78 for a book. Bloody hell. Most of my books on paperback are much cheaper than that. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about what's new in Edge. Nothing new seems to be here, but then like, so they were changing these hub icons. I've not got a new hub icon yet. There we go. Books. Don't just browse, read. Okay. I've only quickly brought up the Edge inking features to show you guys that it supports Windows Ink now. Finally, something they didn't do in the anniversary update for some really oddity. Anyways, this is Remix 3D Online look. Anyway, this is remove tabs aside feature. I'm going to click this button here, and I can restore my tabs. Perfect for those who are researching as students who are doing researching. I'm an art student, so it's sometimes hard to have too many tabs open and to forget what you're doing. So yes, I'm now on Feedback Hub as well. Finally, well, this is not all that's in this update, but this is enough for me to show off. At least, allow Feedback Hub WS thread enabled to access your account. never seen this come up before, because I've never seen it supported as AD before. As part of Instead of Programming for Business, I think that's how I got as AD support now in my feedback hub. Which is what I'm gonna, because it says here signing with a Microsoft account. Nothing about an Azure AD account, which is what I'm doing, so I'm not sure if it will actually let me or not. But there is something new in the feedback hub called collections anyway. Anyways, if you're not seeing the Creators Update right away, you can download it using the Update Assistant by following the link in Update and Security if you're on 14393 aka the Anniversary Update. You do that. You click the link, it will download the Update Assistant, or just wait, either way, your device won't unexpectedly explode. Anyway, I'm going to quickly say this quick little application I found. It's a platform sample I've added a few lines of code to. I've only added 1 or 2 lines though. There we go. I think that's everything I've talked about that I can physically show off. Anyways, until next time, bye bye. Stop recording.